It's Parsha time. 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 Die Parsha von die Wach is Beha'alescha. Beha'alescha, die Parsha von die Wach is Beha'alescha is the Parsha von die Wach. The Parsha of this week is Beha'alescha. The Parsha of this week is Beha'alescha is the Parsha of the week. And a really special thing happened. At the end of last week's Parsha in Nasai, the head of each Shevet prepared a special karban to bring to Hashem. And Aharon, HaKayin, the Kayin Gadol, was the Nasi of Shevet Levi. And he wanted to bring up his karban too. And Hashem said, nope, you can't. And Aharon was so sad. So Hashem said to Moshe, tell him, don't be sad. I have a special job for him. In other generations after him, other regular Kahanim could do this. But this job, the first time, and for the rest of his life, is only Aharon's job. You know what that job was? And he got to do it every day to light the menorah. But what's so special about lighting the menorah? So Aharon had to light the menorah in a way that when he lit it, he didn't just take the match and light the flame. No, he had to stand there and make sure that the flame was going up. Going up, shall have us a flame me'elah from itself. You couldn't just say, okay, I lit it. Oh, it got lit? Good, I can walk away. No, not just that he saw a little flicker. No, it had to be a good flame, a special flame. Now, we're going to see with a little help of science that only grown-ups can do. I'm just showing you so you understand how fire works. The specialty of this, of being able to light the menorah, and how when flames go up, what all these things mean. If you remember our song from Hanukkah time, Eish is fire and fire is hot. We have to be very careful with fire. So I'm going to show you fire, but do not do it. Mommy lights the candles. Tati might light a fire when he's trying to cook, or mommy might light a fire when grown-ups light a Havdalah candle. But Kinderlach, do not light fires, because fire is dangerous. I'm going to show you something. I have a match and a matchbox. I have an emptied out tea bag, and I have a piece of silver foil, because I'm going to put this tea bag eventually on the silver foil, and it's going to make sure that the fire stops. But this is all for safety. Nobody should be doing this by themselves ever. Now I'm going to light the match and take a look. The flame went up. And even as it starts to burn the match, the flame keeps going up. Pay attention. That's also important. I'm now lighting this tea bag. See? And the fire went up. And now it's going out. It went out, or if you make sure it went out safely. But if you saw in the tea bag, the flame went up like a big flame. It ate everything up, but it was going, even as it was licking what was down there. Morfki held it up this way, and I lit in the flame, and I lit on top, and it was eating things down. When the flame was going out, it was going up. Fire goes up. And Hashem was telling Aaron, you're lighting the menorah. You have to make sure that the flame is going up. And it's coming out big and it's going up. We can all be like a little match. We can all light somebody up. Think of how you can light. But when you light that person up, don't just give them a little light. You make sure that that person feels so good. When you make a person feel good, that they're like a big light by themselves. When you make a person feel really good, and you can think of different ways how to make a person feel good. So we can, even though we don't have a Beis Hamikdash, we can all be Kahanim Gedolim, like Moriki said. We can all be lighting someone else up and make someone else feel good and help them that their fire in them goes up by itself and big. One more thing in this week's Parsha is that last week in Parshas Nasai, we saw that the Leviim have jobs. In this week's Parsha, Hashem tells Moshe it's time for the Leviim to start. The families of Levi, Gershon, Kahas, and Merari, all need to start working their jobs. And as you see, they pack the things and they carry things and they also sing when it's time to sing by the Avodah. And we hope and we daven that we should be able to have the Beis Hamikdash again, where we can have the Kohen Gadol lighting the Menorah.